Hi, everybody. I hope you're having an incredible day. I'm Dr. Nissa Holmes, and welcome to another episode of the Dental Flicks Uncut podcast. Today, I'm really excited to have Dan here from Kettenbach. Now, I don't know how many of you guys are using their products, but they're definitely top of the line. And so I wanted to bring him on. Number one, I'm really excited to have Kettenbach at our Delivering Well Summit. But I want to bring you on so that those who are listening or watching this video can get to learn more about how you are helping dentists, dental professionals, dental practices to be able to do better dentistry with the products that you offer, and also letting people know a little bit more about what you do offer, right? So I'm really excited to have you here.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here.
So I would love for you to tell me a little bit about Kettenbach, right? For those who don't know, who are not already using their products, like why are dentists, so many dental professionals making a decision, to work with the Kettenbach products, right? Like why are they making that decision? Why are they saying, you know what, I'm going to forego other products? Like there's a reason why you have such a brand name and recognition in the dental industry. And so I'd love for you to share a little bit more about that.
Let me give you a little background of our history, and that'll help build the story of what makes us important in the U.S. market. We're not a new company by any stretch. We're 80 years old, 80 years, but mostly in the international sense when it comes to the U.S. market. Even though our products have been available as a private branded product for many, many years, much longer than Kettenbach has been known in the United States. But 80 years, uh, and with an emphasis mostly in the elastomer part of the technology. We're the first company to actually introduce a silicone impression material, graduating from, well, at the time, gypsum products were primarily used for impression taking, which is a pretty scary thought for the younger members of your audience to think that was used. You'd actually take an impression with gypsum and then crack it to remove it from the teeth. Really scary thought. But anyway, 1955, elastic was the silicone product that was introduced, and from that we developed the first vinyl polysiloxane product called Panasil. Panasil remains to this day really the leader in that technology, with a product that is very effective even in a wet environment. But that remains the key and probably the most significant product in our product line, but it's fast changing, and I'll get to that. About 16 years ago, we launched our brand name Kettenbach in the United States. So we went from 0 customers back then to approximately 26,000 customers today. So very, very strong, rapid growth, largely because we offer, besides great technology, we offer it at a very cost efficient model, because we sell direct. We don't sell our product through a distribution channel. So we save the practice anywhere from 20 to 30%, depending on what they're using, strictly by going on a direct basis. So if you haven't heard about us before, it's probably because your distributor rep didn't tell you about us. You have to have learned by attending some event, program in which many of our sponsored speakers were talking about us, or you happen to see a print ad, more likely something in social media or digital media. But that's how we've gotten to be known.
Yeah. And I will say this, right? Like I am a speaker in the dental industry, and I'm a speaker with Catapult. And Catapult is not easy to get selected to be a speaker with Catapult, right? The number of meetings and really just evaluating is almost interrogation, right? To really make sure, because dental conferences come to Catapult expecting a very high quality speaker. And so there's a very rigorous process to have that opportunity. And I actually we were really connected through Catapult because a lot of these top level clinical instructors that are at dental conferences teaching, right? This is the product line and product category of what they're using in their actual clinical practices. You know, I'm not a clinical speaker. I speak, of course, around growing your business and marketing and all of those things, right? But you know, so many of the speakers, and the majority of them, are clinical, and Kettenbach has been there for years, working with these specific high caliber speakers on clinical that are teaching, and this is their, you know, one of their main materials of choice. And so that says a lot about what you're doing in terms of the high level of materials and how they're being able to be handled and used, and the quality of the product for patients.
Yeah, thank you. That has been a key to how we have introduced ourselves to the marketplace. And I've certainly known of the Catapult organization for, you know, for many years. I'm not exactly new to the business. I started in 1970, so I know of the cast of characters there quite well, and know the kind of quality program that they have put together, and we like to be associated with that kind of quality, because that's how we view the product that we sell. We view the product that we sell, that, you know, right up here in the corner of this card, it says Kettenbach, simply intelligent. Well, what that means is a product that is designed to be used easily and with efficiency to produce outstanding results. And that is how we define our technology. That's how we define our business. That's how we define our relationship with our customers. We want to present products that can be used efficiently, without having to learn additional great, you know, detailed steps. That you know, we want to keep it simple but keep it efficient, and with good quality results. So as I said, we started the business with elastomers, but as we all know, analog impression taking is certainly being challenged these days. It's still the vast majority of how impressions are taken in the US. But certainly it is declining. It's a shrinking pie. And given that, we have taken the decision some years ago, but almost nearly a decade now, to move into restorative dentistry. And we have developed some internal expertise in developing BPA-free, high-strength, and beautiful luster restorative materials, resin products. We currently have a temporary material, a core material, an adhesive cement, and a nano hybrid. And we'll be adding to that very late this year, early next year, a bulk fill material. So very active resin technology development program. And then we've added to that a new fluoride varnish, which I'm very excited about how that is being received in the marketplace. It's off to an awesome start, and I can hardly wait to share that with the attendees of your meeting coming up here very, very soon. And that interesting varnish has literally changed everything. Patients actually like this product as opposed to the sticky, tacky, gritty mess that they have been used to previously. It's none of that. It doesn't clog lines. It goes on clear, stays clear. It even improves the efficiency of the practice. The dentist can actually do their hygiene examination even after the varnish is applied. So the hygienist doesn't have to wait anymore for the doctor to do the examination and then apply the varnish. So the practice just works so much more efficiently. There's so many benefits to this product. That I'm so excited to be able to share that. Beyond the varnish, we moved into airway and in to some degree TMD related products. We have a device that measures an optimum bite or occlusal relationship measurement in our airway metrics device, adding vertical to protrusive measurements in the ultimate final appliance that is to be made. And also in the TMD area, we've entered into an exclusive relationship with Oral Therapeutics, who many years ago introduced a product called Quick Splint. Many of your in your audience have probably had some exposure to this. It's a wonderful anterior bite plane that can be used to help diagnose the cause of jaw pain, whether or not it's skeletal or muscular in nature. Also to determine whether or not patient is a bruxer and to what severity that bruxing is causing other issues that are there. Also to be used in managing healing and so on. A wonderful, simple, elegant product that is very low cost but very efficient in diagnostics. So a rapidly developing product line started as elastomers, but we're so much more now.
So why are doctors and teams, why are they choosing your products when they could go to their distributor and order another product? There's obviously something there that's having them to make that decision. Yeah.
Yes, and the answer is really in a number of areas. First and foremost, as a direct seller, you save money. But beyond that, there's so much to be done in using products that save you time and effort in the practice. So if you don't have to dry the tissue before you take an impression, that saves you time. and it saves you the effort of having to isolate and take extra precautions. With our impression material, we actually ask the customer to keep the tissue moist. You know, we want it glistening. We don't want it desiccated. You'll actually get a better result if it's glistening. If there's a little bit of blood there, that's okay. We'll still get the detail that you're looking for. It'll move moisture out of the way, and you'll get that crisp detail that you're looking for. And you get it for a product that costs less. I mean, what a wonderful environment for that to be operating in. With our Visalis Temp, the technology uses a non-BPA containing monomer. Well, that alone doesn't sound so important, but the serendipity in our research result was it was a stronger, tougher resin, one that doesn't fracture along the margins like a conventional Biz GMA product does. What does that mean? That means no weekend calls saying, you know, my temp's broken and I need help because of whatever is going on in that patient's life. It's a better product, and again, for less. A core buildup material that stacks without a matrix. You don't with our core buildup, because it stacks and stays put, doesn't slump. There are many cases where you don't have to take the extra step to build a matrix or to place a matrix. So again, saving time. I already expressed the issues with the fluoride varnish. You got a patient that actually likes it. What does that mean? We'll be doing more of them. That means more income, and it means a patient that's actually going to tell other patients that that the experience is a favorable experience. So that gives you some idea of where we're coming from. It's unique products with very solid practice-based solutions, because these are the things that we hear practitioners complaining about. So what we try to do is we try to design products that actually meet the need and solve problems.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Dan, for coming on and sharing more about Kettenbach and the history and all of the amazing new things that are on the market. If doctors are wanting to learn more about how to get access to the products, what's the next step?
Yeah, a couple of things. You can always call us 877-532-2123. Or you can look us up on the web. We have a web shop. It's kettenbachusa.com, kettenbachusa.com. You can order directly that way, or research us a little bit more there. And there's plenty of product information there. And of course, in most locations, we also have a field rep that's available to come in, do a lunch and learn with you and your team, do some product training, get you better acquainted with us in a more detailed way that way. And we certainly enjoy doing that. And you can actually learn who our rep is by going on to the website. So either way, we're happy to work with you in any way you want to work with us. So we try very hard to make sure that our contacts are meeting your particular need.
I love it. I love it. Well, Dan, thank you again for joining us. I look forward to seeing you at our event in Fort Lauderdale, and look forward to having all of our doctors be able to get access to feeling and seeing those materials. We have actually a lot of pediatric dentists that are going to be at the meeting, so it'll be exciting for them as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
So thank you so much. And thank you to all of our listeners for joining us for another episode of the Dental Flix Uncut podcast. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
You've just unlocked valuable insights with Dental Flix Uncut, but there's more. Dental Flix is not just a podcast, it's a thriving community, a hub of knowledge, and the #1 online streaming CE platform in dentistry. With just a few clicks, you can start exploring a wealth of resources, including in-depth training on leadership, case acceptance, scheduling, hiring, weekly marketing calls, insightful gap assessments, and scorecards, all designed to help you master what you discovered today and propel you further on your path to dental excellence. Head to dentalflix.com to get started for free and embark on your journey towards mastery. Thanks for tuning in to Dental Flix Uncut. See you next time.